Hello and welcome to the Dutchin channel. It's Friday the 26th of April 2024. It's just gone 9:30 in the evening and we're going to be looking at our selections for tomorrow, Saturday. But don't forget, as there's so many meetings and it's how many you can get done, I've managed to do 5 flat meetings and we're going to do Haydock, Leicester, Ripon, Doncaster and Wolverhampton. So I've got all those tips ready. So let's get cracking. And they are in order of meeting. So I know the times won't reflect that, but we're going to start with, in alphabetical order, Doncaster. And in the 5:40 at Doncaster, we've got Selby's Pride, Willow Baby, and Vixie. And I don't know if you followed me in again today, but the top selections and the second selections have been coming in yet again. You'd have made a profit again today if you'd have just followed those. And then the 6:40 at Doncaster, we've got Dakota Gold, Magical Spirit, Lethal Nymph, and Fantasy Master. The 7:10 at Doncaster, Attila the Honey, Shagpile, and Roxanne maybe. Then in the 7:45 we've got Contacto, Trafalgar Square, and Jacques Cartier. And in the 8:15 at Doncaster, Heavenly Fire, Born to Charm, Daylight Ransom, and Chill Out Charlie. Now we're going to move into Haydock. And the 2:10 at Haydock, Mighty Power, Sacred Falls, Heart Rate, Nights Over Egypt. The 2:45 at Haydock, Guidor, Baldman, Roscollin. The 3:20 at Haydock, Miner's Gamble and Arctic Mission. The 4:28 Haydock, Von Bear and Aragon Castle. And in the 5 o'clock at Haydock, Quick Away and Frightening. Now we're going to move into Leicester. The 3:12, So Smart, Willingly and Darlow Pride. In the 3:45 at Leicester, Tiriac, Al Amin and Hazin. The 4:55 at Leicester, Beanie Blue, Monsieur Patat, One Heart and Quanar. Now we're going to move into Ripon. The 5:15 we got Clear Angel, Titian and Helter Skelter. The 5:50 at Ripon, Mr. Wagyu, When Moon, Looking for Linda. The 6:50 at Ripon, we've got Zimmerman and Billy No Mate. And in the 7:20 at Ripon, we've got Lewis, Mr. Irrelevant and Without Flaw. And we'll move into our last meeting at Wolverhampton. The 6 o'clock, we've got Little Empire, Rocklin and See the Buckthorn. The 7 o'clock, we got Just a Hunch, Glamorous Joy, So Obsessed. The 7:30 at Wolverhampton, Sweet Carolina, Grecian God and Locomotive. The 8 o'clock at Wolverhampton, Orbital, Great Acclaim, Rich Harry. And our last betting race will be the 9 o'clock at Wolverhampton, Moo Hell Hell, Lady Pack to Punch, and Kingston Glory. So that's our 22 races tomorrow that we've managed to get through. I'll go slightly backwards in a quick fashion, so if you want to see what the selections for certain races are, they'll come up. I know we've got an important Sandown meeting tomorrow over the jumps, but unfortunately, time-wise, I couldn't get around to it. So I'm trying to do one or the other at the moment. I think it's more important to do the flat as we're coming into the flat season proper. And that's everything there. So you can go through that and have a look at what you fancy, match it up with what you've already picked out for tomorrow, and see if you can pick any winners. As I say, today we drew level. If you've already watched the results show, that was a hard-fought day and an unlucky day. We had one beat in the head, one beat in the nose, but we had 7 selections that were second. It was a very unlucky day, but at least I know the system is working. You're never going to win every day at horse racing, so never think that you'll just go and side with these people on here that will just keep showing you winner after winner. Or I get people that message me on how much they win on a weekly basis and the winners, but none of this is done in advance. Show me these all in advance, because I know you can't win on a daily basis. It's near enough impossible, especially when we've had the weather we've had. I don't blame my system on any of that. It definitely changed at the end of the March when we started getting all this rain down. So it'd be nice for people. I do get people now do it in advance, but it's the same people on here that always come out afterwards. I won 12 grand in the last 2 weeks. That was the classic one I've had. But nothing's ever been proved to me beforehand. But just take it all with a pinch of salt. Maybe you can win 12 grand in 2 weeks, but it won't be the next 2 weeks and the 2 weeks after that. Everything I've put on there has been proved to people since day one, since I've done it. There's been a lot of highs in the first month. And then in this month, there's been a lot of low days. Hell of a lot of low days. So I know that even these professional tipsters that sometimes I see on YouTube, or they're on a radio show, like the William Hill one that they do, and you see them on there giving tips out, race after race, and they don't win, I can assure you. I suppose one of the best ones out there is most probably Andy Holding. He does Odds Checker, and again, he puts everything on there, proofs the results and for the selections, and you can see by looking how much he's made profit over so many years. But the figure is not going to be life-changing. I think he's made something like a couple of thousand points in all the years he's been on there. So we all know how difficult it is from this side. And then you've got Tom Seagal, another brilliant tipster. I might add, is mostly one of the best out there, has a lot of followers. But again, I've seen him on that choral show that they do once a week, and he has plenty turned over as well. So trying to pick one a day is most probably a little bit easier, but you've got no chance in getting your money back once you give someone a nap selection. I backed a big nap in the week that I thought I'll just do that, and of course gets tailed off, finished last. And you think, well, I won't be doing a nap selection on top of what I do all day, because even though funny enough, I'd won quite well that day, I'm giving £80 back in the nap that lost, which I did put a video up for. So let's hope we can get a profit of some kind tomorrow. We haven't got much left in the way of the month. So as long as I can now stay in front this month, I just don't want to go behind now. And then it'll be starting again for May. I'll be looking for new people to want to subscribe and come in on that, like we've had plenty this month. So let's hope we can get a few more on board. And let's hope we can get a few more winners on board. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back with the exchange selections tomorrow.